In this episode, we're zeroing in on the Straw Hat Crew's awakening, particularly digging into the growth and potential awakenings of Zoro, Sanji, Nami, Usopp, and Luffy. I'm talking about Zoro's evolution into a black sword, Sanji's exoskeleton awakening through his raid suit, the possibility of Nami awakening Conqueror's Haki, Usopp's observation Haki evolution, and theories on Luffy's future gears. The evolution of these characters marks pivotal turning points in the OnePiece world, and how their growth will influence the story's direction is super intriguing. If you have different thoughts about their growth, please share them in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's dive right in. Let's start with Straw Hat Crew's number 2, Roronoa Zoro. We'll first take a look back at the swords Zoro has wielded. Zoro has 5 named swords so far. Remember them? The first one he got was Wado Itamonji, inherited after Kuina's death. This sword is a famed great grade blade, ranked second from the top. It's an incredibly strong sword, the only one that withstood Mihawk's attacks, even when Zoro couldn't use armament Haki yet. Before entering the Grand Line, Zoro received 2 more swords from Ipponmatsu, the skillful grade Yabushiri and the cursed Sendai Kitetsu. He used these until a tragedy at Eni's lobby. It was a shocker when Yabushiri got destroyed by Shu's Rust fruit powers. Totally didn't see that coming. Then, Zoro inherited the legendary black blade Shusui, once wielded by the great samurai Ryuma. It was a national treasure in Wano country, and Zoro had some trouble being mistaken for a sword thief because of it. Later, he swapped Shusui for another great grade cursed blade, Enma, on Hiroi's suggestion. And now, Zoro's arsenal includes Wado Itamonji from Kuina, Sendai Kitetsu from Ipponmatsu, and Enma from Hiyori. But it's not just his swords evolving. Zoro himself has grown significantly. He learned about breath in Alabasta, mastered Haki during his 2-year training, and likely awakened Conqueror's Haki in Wano country. The next steps for Zoro might be mastering Conqueror's Haki and possibly revealing the secret of his closed left eye. What makes Zoro unique is that not only he evolves, but his swords can too, by becoming black blades. While it's not explicitly stated, mastering armament Haki seems essential for this transformation. Mihawk once said, "All swords can become black blades. Until then, you should stop drinking," indicating the importance of armament Haki. The same sword would not have been broken 2 years ago if covered in Haki, when he did not know whether he had the Conqueror's Haki. If Conqueror's Haki were necessary, it's a bit strange to put the word black sword in the phrase at that time. Also, we can discard the possibility that Mihawk inherited the black sword Yoru from someone else. This implies that a blade's history with its wielder, Mihawk, plays a role in its evolution. According to the Vivre card, Mihawk doesn't possess the Conqueror's Haki. So, if making a sword into a black blade requires Conqueror's Haki, Mihawk wouldn't be able to do it himself. This leads me to think that armament Haki is key, and Conqueror's Haki might not play a role. Black blades are known for their incredible toughness, rumored to remain unscathed even if a dinosaur steps on them. Armament Haki, often called the invisible armor, seems to have a connection with black blades. But then, why didn't legends like Roger, Whitebeard, or Odin have black blades? Well, it seems they didn't specialize or excel in armament Haki. There might be other conditions, like cutting something extremely hard or truly mastering the sword, that factor into making a black blade. Interestingly, even though Roger and Whitebeard, the top 2 fighters, didn't have black blades, Mihawk and Ryuma did. This could suggest a special use of armament Haki. It's hard to believe that Roger and Whitebeard didn't cherish or master their swords. For Mihawk, who doesn't have Conqueror's Haki, mastering armament Haki might have been his only path to stand against the mightiest. Maybe he perfected armament Haki to such an extent that it turned his sword black. Observation Haki varies greatly, so there could be unique effects of armament Haki too. Although this is just a theory, it's possible that anyone could turn a sword black. Considering that Roger, Whitebeard, and Odin didn't achieve this, I'm leaning towards the idea of a special type of armament Haki. Next up, let's talk about Black Leg Sanji. He awakened during events in Wano country. Like Zoro, Sanji has shown significant growth throughout the series, but a major turning point was his battle with Jabra. That's when his legs first ignited. The current theory suggests that the fire is due to friction heat, enhancing his attack power. Post his 2-year training, Sanji mastered Haki, becoming stronger. Another power-up came with the raid suit. The raid suit's activation awakened his exoskeleton, providing him with different attack powers and acceleration. There's also a theory linking Sanji's fire to the Lunarian race, as they also ignite. Given his strength during these moments, it's a plausible connection. However, his mother's appearance doesn't match the Lunarians, lacking wings, for instance. So, with what we know now, the Lunarian theory seems less likely. Looking forward, I believe Sanji might master all of his brother's techniques: Ichiji's sparking, Niji's Henry, his own stealth, and Yanji's winch. It seems possible without the raid suit, but there's a good chance he could. Niji, during his fight with Sanji, used stealth to vanish and then attacked with the electric Henry. If Niji can disappear, Sanji might be able to do something similar, but I think there's a chance that he's disappearing with high speed. The name of Niji's technique, stealth. It suggests more than just fast movement. It implies invisibility. Pay attention to this. Niji used his electric technique, Henry Needle, and stealth without wearing his raid suit. That means they might be able to use the attacks they're good at, but also the attacks other brothers are good at, without the raid suit. Niji's use of 2 different techniques hints that they all inherently have 4 techniques: sparking, Henry, stealth, and winch. Some might think the raid suit isn't necessary if they can perform these attacks naturally, but I believe the suit maximizes their latent abilities. It allows for longer invisibility, stronger flames, and more potent electric attacks. I'm theorizing here, but the raid suit likely maximizes latent abilities to their fullest. This is inferred from when Sanji's exoskeleton was awakened and strengthened by the raid suit. If it's about drawing out latent abilities, the raid suit's awakening of the exoskeleton makes sense. Now, let's focus on Nami, the navigator of the Straw Hat Pirates. Nami's combat skills have significantly evolved with her climb attack. She first used it to defeat Miss Doublefinger, and later integrated Sky Island's dials to create the perfect climb attack, taking down Khalifa all by herself. With the aid of Wetheria's technology and pop greens, she developed a sorcery climb attack and defeated Ulti. Despite being part of the so-called weak trio, she's taken down some formidable foes. As for her future weapon upgrades, it's hard to predict, but I believe Nami herself might awaken some unique abilities, possibly even Conqueror's Haki. There were hints of Nami using Conqueror's Haki. I think there's a good chance that scene will end up being a gag. However, in One Piece, even gags can hide foreshadowing. Remember the multiple Prince references around Germa Prince or Luffy's comments about wanting a musician? These seemingly trivial moments often hide significant clues. So that scene with Nami might be more than just a gag. Interestingly, she's shown to cause pain to Luffy. With Tama, her attacks didn't seem to hurt him, but with Nami, he was really in pain. This suggests she might even possess armament Haki. There are various theories about Nami's origins online, which could hint at her ability to use Conqueror's Haki. There's the Rouge theory, and some speculate connections to Big Mom due to her resemblance to Pudding and her weather manipulation abilities. There are other theories about Nami's birth, such as a theory that she was born as the queen of the Oikot Kingdom in reference to where she was rescued. If her origins are indeed special, it's quite possible she was born with the qualities of Conqueror's Haki. Her ability to predict weather is extraordinary, hinting at a special lineage, possibly with Conqueror's Haki traits. While it's still possible that Nami's background is ordinary and she might not awaken Conqueror's Haki, there's an interesting point to consider. Recall how Jinbei, who wasn't fazed by Big Mom's pressure, seemed intimidated by Nami's Haki. This suggests a potential for Nami to awaken Conqueror's Haki. Considering all this, her development could possibly include awakening armament, observation, and even Conqueror's Haki at the timing of the revelation of her origins. Nami might grow not just through her weapons, but also through her own innate abilities. Moving on to Usopp, the sniper of the Straw Hat Pirates, he observed significant growth in Dressrosa, where his observation Haki awakened. Born in Syrup Village and being the son of Yasopp, Usopp has always been an impressive marksman. His growth became more evident after the adventures in Skypiea. Initially using a regular slingshot, Usopp then merged his with dials from Skypiea. This led to the creation of his new weapon, the Kabuto, a 5-pronged slingshot used during the Enies Lobby incident. After 2 years of training, the Kabuto evolved into the Black Kabuto, a compact slingshot that enlarges to the size of the original Kabuto when water is applied. Unlike typical snipers, Usopp can use various items as ammunition, greatly enhancing its versatility. But it's not just his weapons that evolved. His observation Haki awakened in Dressrosa. This awakening happened during his critical shot on Sugar. He could sense the presence of Luffy, Law, and Sugar from a great distance. Now let's speculate about Usopp's powers. With his observation Haki developing, I believe he might even be able to see the future. Usopp's lies turning into reality has been a recurring theme, leading to discussions about the potential awakening of his Conqueror's Haki. This theory gained traction during the battle in Onigashima with Beast Pirates when he claimed, "You can't keep your consciousness in front of me unless you're prepared." As a result, he collapsed in the aftermath of Big Mom's Haki, so it's a lie as usual. But if the rule of Usopp's lie coming true holds true, then Conqueror's Haki awakening for Usopp isn't far-fetched. Being called God Usopp also ticks a box for royal qualities, adding to the possibility of him awakening Conqueror's Haki. However, there's another interpretation of Usopp's lies. They might be foreshadowing his future abilities, meaning it's indicating that he would be able to see the future. Moreover, as revealed in the 40th volume, Usopp's father, Yasopp, is known to use observation Haki. Considering genetics, it's more realistic to expect further growth in Usopp's observation Haki. Whether he'll enhance his observation skills or awaken as God Usopp with Conqueror's Haki is uncertain. However, Usopp's future growth is something to look forward to. Finally, let's talk about Monkey D. Luffy, the captain of the Straw Hat Pirates. Starting with Luffy's growth, he's shown remarkable battle IQ, especially when facing enemies like Crocodile and Enel. He defeated Crocodile not just with brute force, but also by using his blood cleverly, and his rubber properties played a key role against Enel. It's not just about strength, but also about strategy with Luffy. Now, let's delve into Luffy's transformations. His first major changes happened during the battle with CP9, where he introduced Gear 2 for speed and Gear 3 for power. After 2 years, he developed Gear 4, and in the Onigashima battle, he saw the advent of Gear 5. But Luffy's growth extends beyond just form changes. In the New World Saga, all 3 types of Haki he possesses have seen significant advancements. He mastered the ability to see the future, destroy from the inside, and coat himself with Haki. He honed his future sight in the battle against Katakuri, and learned the internal destruction Haki Ryu in Wano. During the fight in Onigashima, he learned to coat himself with Conqueror's Haki. Despite the short time, Luffy's growth has been immense. He even stated in his fight with Kaido, "This is my peak," suggesting a limit to his evolution. However, considering his past, awakening to a new level remains a strong possibility. The reason is simple. Luffy has always evolved during battles. With the greatest enemy yet to appear, as teased, it's unlikely he'll remain at his current strength level. It's often said that the previous Joy Boy was defeated by someone from the world government. Given that Luffy is the new Joy Boy, there's a possibility he might lose if he were to fight in his current state. If the world government strength hasn't changed, And considering the theory that Joy Boy equals the awakened user of the Gum Gum fruit, Luffy might need to evolve further. What would it be likened to if he awakened? If we speculate about his potential awakening, theories include an even more advanced Gear 6, or a Gear 0. Another theory suggests that current gears are incomplete, and a fully realized Gear 5 might exist. Additionally, there are theories about changes similar to Bound Man or Snake Man, which aren't awakenings, but significant transformations. And that wraps up our discussion on the Straw Hat Pirates. That's all for today. This channel posts summaries, explanations, and ranking videos related to One Piece. If you like One Piece, we would be happy if you could support us by subscribing to our channel and commenting. Thank you for watching till the end. See you in the next video.